Hello, everybody. Welcome to Soulful Living Salon here on YouTube. Um, I changed stuff up a little bit. I want to explain to you guys again what I'm doing. Gonna wait a little bit for a few people to get on. I know we sometimes get a little bit of lag time. But I'm streaming this time. I'm streaming into my Facebook group, Intuitive Michelle, so that people can kind of get used to it. And then from now on, it's going to be in YouTube only, just so everybody knows. Because basically what happened is I got put in Facebook jail. And I just thought, oh my gosh, and I wasn't able to communicate or do anything, just in my groups, not in everything else. And so Soulful Living Salon was something that I was doing for my Facebook group, Soulful Living Tribe. And so I'm going to continue doing it. I'm just opening it up to everybody to enjoy. And we're going to do it here. So I hope that's okay with all y'all. And we're going to give everybody kind of a minute to catch on. I know people are used to having it be straight into Soulful Living. So I'm going to get on over there. And since this is the first time we're doing it, we want to make sure that everybody knows what the heck is going on, right? And you know what is so cool? Is we have all these devices and all this stuff that helps us. So this is over here on good old Intuitive Michelle. So hello for you guys that are over there on Intuitive Michelle. I'm kind of waiting for the chat to show up. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time for the chat to come in. And then let me go over. I'm on YouTube. And here's another thing too, is oops, I can't type. And I want to tell you some of the fun stuff that I'm getting ready to do too for the new year. You guys, I'm going to be doing a lot more stuff on Facebook. I got a couple shows that I'm going to do that's going to be kind of different than what we're doing. So let's get everybody over here. Let's get everybody over here. If you're here, would you guys put a comment in the chat so that I can see that you're here? And that way, boop, boop, boop. So what you want to do is click the announcement with the beautiful graphic on there. If you click on that, it'll take you right into the YouTube. And it will take you into the YouTube. And then YouTube people, go ahead and make a comment so I know that you're here too. Because this is going to get fun, you guys. I'm really excited. You know, it's interesting because I've been wanting to grow my YouTube channel because I really love doing the videos. I really love doing all this stuff. And I kind of spend a lot of time on YouTube because I enjoy it. There's so much amazing stuff on there. I mean, you can learn anything. I had, oh, very cool. Hey, Sam. Welcome, honey. I had my garage door opener. I went to go somewhere and I went to open my garage door opener and the garage door opener didn't work. And I was like, what is the matter with it? So I get on YouTube and I'm start, looking around. Why doesn't my garage door opener work? Looking up the brand. It says, oh, it's the battery. I'm like, oh, okay. What kind of batteries do I need? YouTube. So I get the batteries and I'm looking at this thing. As a matter of fact, I have it right here. And I'm like, how the heck do I get this thing open? And I'm looking at it, I'm like, YouTube. So I went and learned how to do this. And it's not easy. It's like from looking at it, it does not look like you can open it up. And there's like a whole computer thing going on in there. So you had to be careful. You didn't want to touch this particular thing. And so it was kind of cool. It's like, so I learned how to do that. And I just love it. I do YouTube a lot, and I love kind of uh, mystery, crime mystery kind of things too. I know we're all love and light and true crime. Um, and just there's so many things. I can catch up a little bit on news. I can check the weather. I watch Dutch Sense with the earthquakes and stuff. I'm in Southern California, so that's handy information to have. And it's just so fun. And so I've been wanting to grow my YouTube channel and to bring some stuff. And I have spiritual chit chat here. And so Soulful Living Salon, we're now going to be doing that on YouTube. I'm going to start bringing more of the New Earth Rising that I do with Sharon Kamara. We do more live shows, bring that over here onto YouTube. And then I'm going to be doing something really, really fun. And I'm going to announce it right now because we've got 5 people here. So I'm going to say it. I've been talking about it. I've been thinking about it. But because I have a psychology background. So when I was in college, I studied psychology, but I didn't finish or get a degree because I decided that the professors were nuts. And so I moved in. Actually, I moved into accounting and did accounting for many, many years. But then I realized that I was very intuitive. I was very much I had always been very much into the spirituality thing. And I started studying more about that. I started studying Reiki actually, and it opened up, like opened everything up. And I was like, oh my gosh, this energy healing and working with people intuitive, that's my calling, right? And so I moved over into that, and that's why I've been doing that now for 22 years. But I still love the true crime and that kind of stuff. And I was talking about this on Spiritual Chit Chat. So I'm going to start up it's going to be intuitive investigations that we're going to start doing. It's probably not going to be in January. It'll probably start in February. So I can get kind of, the new year going and everything. But what we're going to do is we're going to look at cold cases. We're going to look at things that are going on right now. Like right now, I've really been obsessed with what's happening up in Idaho and with the University of Idaho kids. There's 4 kids that were murdered, and it's really been intense. Like the whole world is in on it now. And so I've been watching some of the true crime stuff, and it's fascinating. But what's happening is I'm getting intuitive hits on what happened. And so I was thinking, what if we started using our intuition and our gifts to start looking into some of this stuff? Now, my thought is not to do this to solve crimes per se, although that may happen. But part of it is to look into what's going on, what's happening. It's going to be a live chat, a live show. We're all going to participate and see if we can get some information, see if we can find out more. But the other part of it is to bring the victims and their families to rest as well. Because a lot of times in violent kind of crimes or any kind of crime, um, there is a lot of unrest. And so the other part of what I want to do is look into them, use our intuition to look into these things, see if we can get some information, but also to use our skills as healers, as compassionate beings, to perhaps help the souls that crossed over, help energetically help the families, through energy healing, through spiritual lifting, through prayer, and that kind of stuff. So I kind of got a twofold thing. I find in the true crime communities, they don't really listen to psychics. I've been listening to a lot of stuff with the Moscow, Idaho things, and there's psychics that are coming on that are saying stuff like the same thing I got. And I've really been getting a lot of information from those things, but nobody listens to the psychics. And it's weird because even like these people that are doing true crime, and some of them do spirit boxes and stuff, in which that's another thing that we'll do on the intuitive investigations. Um, and And a lot of people like, oh, psychics, they're fakes, they're frauds. There's a lot of really negative energy around people that do this intuitive work in those fields. And yet at the same time, I know that police and detectives work with psychics way more than they let people know, because I studied with AJ Barrera, who's a famous psychic who works with detectives and stuff. And I studied with him to learn how to do missing persons. And so it's kind of like, hmm. So I'm kind of opening a door. It's a little bit of a squeaky door, but maybe we can use our intuitive gifts and our skills and our mediumship gifts and our compassion and our true caring for others to do something to help. And I want it to be interactive where we're all involved. So I thought that would be fun. And so if anybody is interested in that, whether you're on the chat or, put a comment later if you'd be interested in that, let me know. Because, if people are like, that's stupid, I'm not doing it, well, then there's no sense in me putting too much energy into it. But I've already had a lot of people saying like, oh, wow, that's cool. So, but I'd love to hear from you guys, because you guys are the audience. You guys are the peeps, right? So awesome. Christy's in the house. Christy from Texas, y'all, where they got the all. Happy you're here, Christy. I hope you're feeling better. We I'm super excited. I'm really happy to be doing this on YouTube instead of doing it straight into Facebook. Facebook, I love and hate you at the same time, because um I got blocked from being in my groups, not on my pages, although I couldn't post pictures, but I could make comments. But I couldn't get into my groups for a week. And I do a lot of stuff. I have a membership that I do group stuff with and in Facebook and Soulful Living Tribe. And so, okay, I don't hang out where I'm not wanted. And so we're going to use YouTube. YouTube has a lot of the same rules, which I don't think I broke any rule. Um, I don't know, maybe I got hacked. I don't know. But YouTube is a little bit more usable and it's fun. I like it. So I hope everybody's doing good. We are at 10:14 today. Again, welcome to Soulful Living Salon. We're here for the salon. What we do is we chit chat about whatever kind of happens to be on the front burner for a little bit. And then I do readings for people. You can ask, get a card for readings for things that you need support with, or you can ask questions about the topics that we're talking about. And so it leaves it really like a wide open forum, a Q&A, and also for readings. Not all my shows are going to be that way, just for those of you that are watching. So it'll be Spiritual Chit Chat on Tuesdays, and Soulful Living Salon will be the two that will be for actually used for readings. And then there's other shows that we'll be doing that will have live interaction, but won't be readings. So we'll get used to it. Usually people do like maybe two different YouTube channels for the different things that they do. And as I get moving along, I'll see if that's necessary. But I don't know. Intuitive Investigations might become its own channel. I don't know, but we're going to play with it. We're going to see. Hey, Miss Jules. And so I'm really excited about doing the investigations. And one of the things that I do want to bring up, and I've talked about this a little bit this week, about a month ago, there were some very gruesome murders of college kids up in Moscow, Idaho. And it's very close to me because my people are from Idaho, more like Twin Falls and Boise. They're mostly in Boise now. And it kind of hits close to home because they're my people, right? Colleen Clevois, girlfriend. Woohoo. All right. Oh, thank you. Merry Christmas. Yay, Colleen. I used to work with Colleen and we went to our church together for many years. How nice to see you, sweetheart. Mwah. So yeah, so this investigation has been really, really close to me. It's like I've been a little bit obsessed about it. And part of it is because very, very early on, and this is what spurred the whole intuitive investigation thing too. So I started getting messages from the girls. There were 4 girls and four girls and a boy. There were 4 girls and a boy that got murdered, and they were telling me things, and they were showing me what happened, and I've had this information, and I haven't been sharing it because typically when I work with people who've crossed over, I don't work with them until after they've been over for about a month, because a lot of times, especially in these kind of situations, there's a lot of chaos, there's a lot of confusion. There's still very connected to the earth plane. And in those kind of situations, there's confusion, earth plane, confusion with them. And so what I do is a lot of prayer work just to bring calm and peace and harmony to everything. And then step back in and work with those that are on the other side for whatever that, they need. And so that's kind of how I work. And so we're a month in now, and I'm still getting information. And so it's something that's really close to my heart. I don't want to speak about the information because there are investigations that are going on right now. And I think we have to be really careful because it's not what people think it is. It's something way like worse. And I don't want to put my 2 cents in right now for this, but I have written it down, and I've told a couple of very trusted people what it is, and then we'll see, kind of what comes up from it. But what I want to ask, the reason I'm bringing it up with you guys, if you would say a little prayer for the people, because it was really bad, and just say a little prayer for the kids, for Kaylee and Maddie, Zaina, and also Ethan. And if you look at it, if you put in YouTube, if you put Idaho murders, or it was in Moscow, Idaho, which is interesting also. And they're because of the energy of what happened, the connection with Moscow and Russia, it doesn't have anything to do with Russia. It's the energy of it, is kind of not by accident either. So a lot of stuff going on. So let's take this back into something more fun. It's almost Christmas, you guys. Is everybody ready? Do you guys have your Christmas trees up and your decorations up? Are you ready to go? This year I bought a fake tree. It's the first, maybe the second time in my lifetime, but the first I can remember. I may have done it maybe about 20 years ago, get a fake tree. And this year, I got really sensitive to cutting down trees. I was like, all these trees are cut down, and I could have got a live tree, but I also don't have anybody help me get a tree this year. And so I was on the Walmart website, and they had fake trees for sale. And I was like, I'm getting me a fake tree. So my little fake Christmas tree arrived yesterday. So this weekend I'm going to be decorating and putting my little 5-foot fake tree. I'm almost scared to see what it's going to look like. I'm afraid it's going to probably look like a Charlie Brown tree, but that's okay because it's not about the tree. It's about the reason for the season, which is love and Jesus. And so it's fun, and it's I love decorating for Christmas. My mother loved Christmas, loved decorating. Her house is decorated to the hilt. And it just brings such merry, and just have the lights and the scents that come with Christmas and all that kind of stuff. So it's fun. And this year, just to be silly with you guys, I'm not doing a turkey because turkeys are so damn expensive. So I did do a turkey, but I did turkey breast for Thanksgiving, and they turned out really good. But we're gonna do spaghetti and meatballs. The traditional Italian Christmas meal, I guess, but I'm not Italian, so it's kind of funny what we're doing. I'm just like, I'm not even gonna try. I'm gonna do something simple so that I can more enjoy Christmas too. So we've got a lot of you guys. We got 5 people on here. We got Sam and Christy and Miss Jules and Colleen. I think Colleen's probably popped off, pop in to say hi. But you guys, if you want a little card, ask a question or just say, I would like a card. I know sometimes people like to come on and just kind of watch. I've had people contact me in Messenger and by email and stuff and say, I'm on your lives, I'm on your YouTube, but I don't, I'm watching. I don't want to, be on the stream or whatever. And that's okay too. Not everybody wants to do that. Not everybody wants to do that. And so what I'll do is let you guys know that when there's people that are watching that don't want to get on, that don't want to make comments, and I understand that I'm shy too. We're called lurkers, right? I watch a lot of shows and live shows and stuff where I don't make comments. And it's because it's entertaining, right? So what I want to let you guys know is that if you are watching and you don't want to say, "Oh, I want a card," or "Oh, I want, I have a question," but you're watching, but something comes up that you're like, "Oh my gosh, I think that's for me," or there's a card that pops up that you're really drawn to, or you hear a word that like touches your heart. That means that message is for you. So just because you don't ask a question or just because you don't hey Charlene. Oh wow, blizzard. Where are you, Charlene? You must be in the Midwest or East somewhere. There's been some crazy weather over there, man. So it's really important for you guys to understand that just because one person asks a question, it doesn't mean the answer in the cards are only for that person because, oh, dude, North Dakota, yes, ma'am, it is. It is. It's been crazy up there. God bless you. I love North Dakota. Oh, we were talking earlier, Charlene. My people are from Idaho, and my in-laws moved up to Montana. So we spent, growing up, I was spent every summer in Idaho. We go up and do Christmas in Idaho, little bit in Tahoe. My family, when I was married, um, we would go to Montana. My cousins in Wyoming, and I love that area up there. And I would probably move up there because I'm in California, and California is going. um, but it's so cold, and Charlene, you're saying blizzard, and I'm like, "Oh, I don't know if I can handle that." When I was a kid, it was good. Now that I'm older. Yeah, yes, Christy. Yeah. Yeah, and Charlene, Montana is beautiful. Oh, big sky country. It's weird in Montana, I feel like I can breathe. I feel like I can breathe because there's nothing blocking the intergalactic energy that's coming into that magical place. I love it. So, Christy, you asked the first question, so you get the first card, girlfriend. Yeah, and energy is weird. If for those of you who are sensitive and for those of you who are not, energy is weird right now. And I've had several people calling and saying, "What is going on?" And I have to tell you, I don't know. It is weird, it is floaty, it is intense, and, it gets this way a little bit around the holidays, right? Hey, Hillary. It gets this way around the holidays because it's just intense. But this year there's an energy of disconnection combined with a deep connection that a lot of people have been talking about. So it's almost like I feel it's almost like it's almost like we've been rebooted. It's almost like we've been a reboot. Like we got kind of unplugged and then plugged back in, and we're kind of like renewed in a way, but not all the stuff has fallen away. And we're kind of trying to find our way, but the reboot also lined us up, right? So it's like you unplug your computer and it's like, blah, 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 blah. And then you plug it back in and it goes back to some of its original settings. It realigns, it comes back on, it dumps some stuff, right? Maybe some programs and stuff. Well, I feel like that's where those of us that are working in higher consciousness, more on the awakening process, the ascension process, because that's a lot of the people that I talk to. But I feel like that we've been unplugged and replugged in, and we're in alignment, but we're still not sure what we're doing, and we're still deleting some old programs. And it's a very floaty but connected space. So, Christy, totally get what you're saying, honey. And we're going to use Odie Harmas, and we got Love Your True Colors. And they're also called Venus Rising. Oops, they're still in the package. But I have them all mixed together. So you don't get to choose. And then we also have Kyle Gray over here for clarity. So let's start with you. Christy, we are starting with you. I'm going to get you some of these cards, some of these beautiful cards. I just love them. They're so cool. And to let you guys know, Odie Harma, who is the one who made these cards, she's also the artist that I take classes from. She's amazing. And we meet every Sunday morning, most Sunday mornings, and we do it on YouTube. So there's people from all over the world. Last time we had someone from the Netherlands and France. And I think one of the girls was from Australia. One time we had a gal from Ireland, and then from New York and Canada. And it's so fun. So let's get you a couple of cards, Christy. Maybe some clarity on what's happening with you. Ooh, what a great card. Okay. Yes. And this is, you know what? I was getting this Christy for you too. This reboot, you're feeling the reboot. Okay. Um, but it's, for some reason, it's kind of hard on your body. And so for you, it's really important. And so I'm going to show you the cards that I got. First card I got was Magic. And so this is the card of what is kind of happening now, what has just been happening, what's coming in. And it's the card of magic. You're being blessed, but the shift is really intense for you right now. You also, you're also super sensitive right now. And so you're feeling a lot of other people's energies. You're feeling a lot of what's going on. And so that's part of the weird feeling too. The second card you got, and this is why I brought this up, is Cherish Your Body. I know they're written backwards. I don't know how to flip that around. But it's cherish your body. Right now, it's really important that you're resting. And you're so good about working out and all that stuff. Doesn't mean stop doing that, but it does mean your body needs rest. But here's what happens. If our soul is still exhausted, which all of us that are sensitive, they are, your body can't rest. So it's almost like, Christy, you need like some soul level resting. And sometimes that requires unplugging from everything, stopping doing everything, maybe not the working out, because that's good, but stop doing all the things, take a few days off, take a vacation, and just let your entire beingness sleep. Turn off the phone, turn off the TV, turn off the clock, turn off everything, and just let yourself dwell in the natural rhythm of things. Let yourself live in the rhythm of the sun rising and going down, in the rhythm of what your body wants to do, right? If you want to eat, at 2 o'clock in the morning, and that's what you're being drawn to, do it. If you rise with the sun, or if you sleep until noon, letting your system get back into its own natural rhythm will be really good. And then you'll be back to your own fierce self again. I love this. This is a good card for you too. Christy, you are a very powerful woman. And so this is such a beautiful card. And I'll tell you what, Odie, when we do our paintings, we learn to paint stuff like this. It's so cool. And it's layers and layers and layers, and you don't have to know how to paint, because we're not painting anything. We're allowing things to come out. We learn to enhance. And so some of my paintings have 15 layers of paint on them. Some of them, I had one that started out as a tree and a shaman, and then it turned into a court jester. And now currently it is a cat that is a conductor of a orchestra. It just layers and layers. It's really cool. So Christy, I hope that helps you. Your job is rest, soul level rest, so your body can rest. Okay. So I hope that that helps. Yeah, it does. It gets harder every winter, doesn't it, Charlene? Hey, Hillary. So let's go. We'll hit Hillary and then we'll get Charlene. So let's do this. Hillary, I'm going to do also for you from Odie's cards here. And Hillary, if I'm not mistaken, I think you're going home for Christmas. Oh my God, these cards are so good for you, Hillary. I love this. Okay, the first card is the art of receiving. Let yourself receive the love that comes your way. Don't block it. Don't hold. God, I don't know how to describe what this feeling is. It's almost like you want something to come to you the way you want it to come to you, and you're being asked to let go. And I'm talking about love, and I think I'm talking about family. This family, I feel like I'm talking about family. And friends too. Whatever you're encountering the next 2 weeks is basically what it is. Let it just come to you the way it comes to you and be grateful for that instead of frustrated that it's not coming to you the way you want it to. I think that's the best way I can describe this feeling that I have. And I do this. I want things to be a certain way. I want people to love me a certain way. And then I feel like they don't love me, but they love me very much. They're just loving me in a way that I think I don't want. But when I let go, when I relax, when I just let them love me and let myself love them, it washes over me and it really is enlightening and freeing. And so this is what this card is about here. And then the next card, Hillary, is so cute. I love this. You are one of a kind. Celebrate it. And I feel like you had this card before. It's like, you don't have to do things the way everybody else does. You don't have to have love look the way that you think it's supposed to look because everybody else told you it's supposed to look a certain way too. That's part of what this card is. You're one of a kind, and you know you are. Celebrate it. It's your superpower. And then the next card is spread your wings. Celebrate who you are. Just let yourself be loved, however that is. Celebrate fly your freak flag. Celebrate who you are, your uniqueness. We're not supposed to be the same. And then spread your wings and go. After the first of the year, I feel like you're going to be having some shifts happen too. I feel like some things are going to come into alignment mid-January or so. It's going to make you really happy. And so it's almost like just go enjoy this holiday season. Whatever it is, if it isn't how you want it to be, or if family or friends are being weird or the same old thing that have always been so annoying, just let it roll off your back like the little ducky that it was, and just let it roll off your back and just enjoy it anyways. It's kind of weird. It's like it's a mindset. So I hope that helps, Hill. I hope that helps. Charlene, card for you, darling. Yay, 333. Woohoo. Yeah, I'd love to know where you guys are calling in from too. I always wanted to travel. You know, when I was young, I always thought I would travel because I love it so much. And I never really ended up traveling that much. So I love to hear where everybody is. So Charlene. Ooh. Ooh. Charlene, your first card is Create Beauty. Now look at this picture. Look how unique and beautiful this picture is. It's got drippy paint and it's kind of just all mushed together. But it's beautiful. And again, the message for you, Charlene, is it doesn't have to be what everybody else says it is. Create beauty your way. And the next card is remember, you are a visionary. You're a creator. Remember, you are creating your reality and your experiences by your mindset. Mindset is a topic today that's coming through a lot. It's like, it's what you think it is. And if it's not what you like, change the way you think about it. You're a visionary. Also, Charlene, you're a bit of a shaman. If you're not using your innate magic, and I'm not talking Wicca and spells and all that nonsense, I mean your magic, your love, your juiciness, your uniqueness. If you're not using it, it's time to start doing that. It's time to start doing that. And the next card you have is transformation. You are going through a transformation right now, and I'm being shown like peeling a banana. All of the outer stuff is being peeled away for that glorious inner you to start being exposed. And I feel almost like there's things that you have inside of you that you've not shared with others that you're all of a sudden going to want to start sharing. And maybe it's your spirituality. Maybe it's your hopes and dreams. Maybe it's an inner belief system, or maybe it's something that you've always wanted to do. So I hope that that's something that supports you, because it feels very powerful. So Charlene, girl, you're amazing. You're a shaman, and you can be an earthly shaman or you could be a celestial shaman. I love Mother Earth. I love trees. I love crystals. I love Mother Earth. But people would say, "Oh, Michele, you're a shaman." And I'm like, I'm not. But I had someone say about 20 years ago, "Yeah, Michele, you're a celestial shaman." And I went, "Yeah." And what that means, a shaman, just means you learn to work with the energies, right? And when I gave into the thought of being a celestial shaman, my understanding of being an earthly shaman came on board. And so then it's just like, yeah, I work with the energies in a million different ways, right? I use voice, I use toning, I use light language, I use Reiki and 22 different energy healings. I use mental concepts, I use heart growth, I use ascension practices, all kinds of stuff. And that's what that's all about, my little shaman. So I hope that helps you. Jennifer Jones, girl, welcome, welcome. Cards for Jennifer. Ooh, this one wanted to come out big time. Ooh, Jennifer. Jennifer, who are you? That's not the right one. I have 2 decks of cards here, so they get kind of thick. Oh, yeah. Jennifer Jones, your cards are so cool. All right. First one. Find your wildness. Do you guys notice that the theme of today for these readings is really getting back to who you are? Get back to that natural, innate you that you are. Find your wildness. And the next card is magic. This card has shown up a couple times. This is your inner magic. Again, we're not talking Wicca. We're not talking that. We're talking the ability to be who you are and to live in that inner world and that inner wisdom and connect to your divine spiritual energy, your God energy. Let's say it, your Christ consciousness, and to begin to work in that. And that's going to raise your frequency. It's going to expand your consciousness, your knowing, and open you up to new things, because it is time for you to let yourself shine. Part of our journey that we're in right now, too, which is why the energies are kind of weird, is we are being squeezed into higher and higher frequencies, kind of like out of a toothpaste tube. It's kind of how I see it, into higher frequencies. And we want to make sure that we're doing like prayer, meditation, contemplation, feeding ourselves on high frequency music. Right now we have Christmas going on, so Christmas is usually pretty high frequency stuff. Some of it's not Like the old-fashioned Christmas music is really good. Make sure you're paying attention to the hertz, the 432 and the 528. Listen to that kind of music. But let yourself shine, Jennifer. Let yourself shine. And especially during this Christmas, get dressed up. Put your fancy dress on. Do your hair, put your makeup on, put your high heels on. Be rock yourself. I'm getting that really, really strong for you. That it's important for you to just like, bam, she's here. I love that. That's so cool, Jennifer. I'll leave you with that. Sam, let's get you a card. Ooh, okay. Yeah, family and holidays, honey. And that's another thing too, Sam. Remember at the beginning, and I'm so glad you were here at the beginning, that we were talking about like right now is the time that when everybody's at their worst during the holidays. We all are like have the holiday dream, and then families get together and all the old cycles and the old BS comes up. And a lot of times we come away from the holidays kind of disappointed, especially when there's family issues. And one of the things that we can do to move through that is to basically choose to not let it bother you. When Uncle Johnny, makes his snarky comments, or somebody's being all dramatic or whatever, to just to kind of step out of it, don't take it personally, and just observe. And you may have even been on the call the other day in observing and seeing people that are misbehaving and behaving in ways that are um just not uplifting to everybody, to be able to have compassion and see them as hurt people, because hurt people, right? Wounded people hurt people, traumatize others. And I'm feeling like with your family, if you can take that stance a little bit and not take it personal and realize a lot of what these struggles are your own family patterns that your family hasn't dealt with and that you haven't dealt with. And if you can stand back and observe, you'll get some insights into why you struggle with things. And that's what I'm getting really, really strong. Find your wildness. Be you. Be you. You're not supposed to be anything else. And really, Sam, stand back out of the fray of the family. Oh my gosh. The art of receiving. Remember when this card came up earlier? The art of receiving? It's receive love the way other people give it instead of pushing back on it when it's not the way you want it. And we all do it. It's not like you're doing this. We all do it. But sometimes people can only love you from where they're at, even though you need them to love you in a particular way. But if you can let them love you where they're at, and if you can observe them with compassion, with love and compassion, that they're doing the best they can and that they have their wounding, it'll be more satisfying for you. And this message that you're getting, Sam, right now is taking you to a new level. It's taking you to a new level of understanding and being who you are, because you are a beautiful soul. And the other message coming through is honor your sisters. So I don't know if this struggle with family has anything to do with sisters, but if it does, honor them, And again, it's stepping back from drama and stuff. And also I'm getting honor your sisters is like, know that your friends are family, and let your sisters that are your friends, your spiritual sisters, you're my sister, and honor your sisters, right? Let your heart find its nurturing there too. That's another part of that. as well. And Spirit is telling me to pull one more card for you, Sam. And it's buried way down in here. And it's okay to be vulnerable. And vulnerability doesn't mean you're splayed open for people to chop you to bits. Vulnerable means that you're open and compassionate to what is. And that's what is meant to this card. Let it be what it is and be compassionate. That's your big word this holiday season, Sam, is compassion. And it's not saying what other people are doing is okay, because that's not what it is at all. It's recognizing other people's behavior for what it is. And anything less than loving, wonderful, giving, nurturing, supportive, respectful behavior is coming from their own personal wounds. And when we all start being compassionate towards that, we're all going to start helping each other heal too. And so you are the healer in your family, in case you didn't know. And so where you find compassion for others is where your blessings are too, and where your growth will be. That was a deep one, Sam. Oh my gosh. I hope that has meaning for you. Woo! That was intense. I'm getting chills running through my body. That was good. All right. Oh, you already visited Hillary. I know I haven't talked to your mom so much, so I hadn't heard that you had been there already. Very cool. Christy. Oh, you're welcome, Christy. You're welcome. Judy Smith. Hello, Judy. Wonderful. Judy, let's get you a card. Whoop. Oh, interesting. I feel like you got this card before. Not sure. So, Judy, your cards are passion. Follow your passion. You have, I feel almost like you've kind of put your passion into action, but it's not fully realized yet. And I want to say after the first of the year, things are going to ramp up on that. So it's like maybe you have a project, maybe you have a dream, a hope, a goal that you're working on. Honor the masculine energy in it. Now, does this mean a male who's involved? Maybe. But it's also the masculine energy is the active energy in all things. So it's the action. And so it's like you've got passion and you've got action. And so it's like allow the masculine energy within you to move this forward. Don't be passive, be in action. Don't be in action. And if there are males involved with whatever's going on here, honor them deeply. And then commune with nature. Make sure you're getting out into nature. And I also want to say commune with nature, because nature is needing you. It's needing your love, needing your heart, needing your like that juicy, yummy, sweet energy that you have. It's like Mother Nature is yearning for you, is the word. Is yearning for you. So this is really interesting. And Judy, I also want to say there's some kind of relationship energy going on here too. So I don't know if you have a partner, or if you're hoping for a partner, or if a partner is coming in, but I feel like a partner may be coming in. And whether male or female, honor that masculine energy of the action and the passion. Yeah, because I feel like that there may be a new relationship, or a relationship coming to the next level too for you. Um yeah. Yeah, and let go. Let go of shame. It's really important for this relationship that's wanting to come in. And whether this relationship is a romantic or a new friend, or even could be even a work relationship, let go of what you feel like you've done wrong in the past, and let this be something that blossoms within you. And that masculine energy is going to move it forward. And you've got some masculine energy. You know, you're strong, you're strong-willed. Um, and that's part of your masculine energy that can help to move it forward too. So yeah, Judy, there you go. There you go. Good stuff. Good stuff. Charlene, yes. Peeling back layers. Oh, I know. It's the banana. It's peeling the banana. It's funny, you know what? I get these images in my head, and sometimes I'm just like, God, the weirdest stuff, but it has meaning, you know? So I'm glad that worked for you. I'm glad that had meaning for you guys. Sam is saying, thank you so much. Needed the messages. Don't have sisters, only brothers. Okay, so that is your girlfriends then. Honor your sisters. I don't have sisters either. And I had all boy cousins. And I spent a lot of times with the family, and I was the only girl until my cousin Raylene came on the picture. But I was like 14, 15 years old when she came on the scene. So I'd already been beaten around and bruised, and they used to put me in a sleeping bag and throw me around. So all the more to honor your sisters and get that girl energy from your friends and loved ones that are your heart sisters, your soul sisters. Oh, so sweet. Merry Christmas, guys. Elizabeth, hello. Hey, I'm just getting ready to close up shop because I have an 11 o'clock appointment. So, Elizabeth, without you even asking, I'm going to throw you a card. Maybe two. Ooh. Ooh, this card is coming up today, too. This is all about love for you, Elizabeth McKinnon. Cultivate love. Ooh, I'm getting chills, too. Don't know what's going on with you. I don't know if this is romantic love. Well, it's all the loves. I just heard it's all the loves. It's romantic love. It's family love. It's self-love. Check this out. Cultivate love. Be fierce, which means be you, right? Stand up for yourself. And then open to love. Elizabeth, do tell what is going on. This is cool. So again, cultivate love. And so if you're not in a relationship, if I'm not mistaken, I think that you are, but if you're not, get ready because it's coming. If you are, it's getting ready to get better. Be fierce. Stand up for yourself and love yourself fiercely, right? Women are just learning how to really love themselves fiercely. And it doesn't mean ferocious screaming in the streets with picket signs, although it can. But it's love yourself, protect yourself, say no when you need to, and then open to love. Ooh, Elizabeth, almost not quite in a relationship. Well, then this, woo, is speaking to you, girl. Open up, open to love, open to love. It's time. It's totally time. Tap into the beauty of gentleness. The beauty of gentleness. Yeah, Elizabeth, these cards are by Odie Harmon, OUTIHARMON, and she's actually an artist, and I study with her. So remember the gentleness, and that's part of the love. You know, be open to the gentleness of love, but also the be fierce, right? Women are learning again to be gentle in their power because that is our power. We're not the same as men, even though they keep telling us all kinds of weird shit. Um, Women are powerful and gentle at the same time. Women are fierce and compassionate at the same time. We have this superpower that is scary to the men, but we need to find it so men can then step back into where they belong as the protectors, right? As the ones who are, I mean, that's what man when a man is in his power, he is protective of the feminine, not because we're weak, but because we're precious. We're precious. We are life givers. We are the portals between heaven and earth. And men, when they're in their spiritual balance, know that, and we're precious. And so as women find our own place, men can find their place again. And so it's so important for us to be fiercely loving to ourselves first. To ourselves first. Men fall in love with women who are strong and can take care of themselves. Aren't we precious? We are precious. And again, I mean, I heard this term in meditation that women are literally the portals, whether you've had children or not, that doesn't matter. We are the portal. We are the bridge between heaven and earth. We are the life givers. Nothing else on this planet brings life onto this planet, despite what they're trying to tell us. Men cannot get pregnant unless they change all their plumbing. If that's how that is, that's great. But we're talking nature, right? We're talking nature. We're talking the way God has created us. So, my lovelies, go forth and prosper. I'm going to hop off. I have a client in 3 minutes, and I don't want to be late for her because we want to honor her. I love you guys. I will be here next week. We'll be here on YouTube, so that'll be the 23rd. So that'll be right before Christmas. We'll be here in the morning at 10, and we're going to be here on YouTube. I'll be putting the announcements on Facebook, but you guys need to come to YouTube now because I'm not going to be um, um, live streaming into Facebook anymore. So this will be the last time for those of you that are watching from Facebook. What I'll be doing is putting the announcement on there, and you'll have to click through and come over to Facebook. And the other thing is, you guys, please subscribe if you're on the YouTube, because there's a lot of you that are here on Facebook. But please subscribe to my YouTube because I'm trying to build my YouTube. And when I can get it up to 1,000, I can offer you guys way more cool stuff. So please subscribe to my YouTube, get over there. And then starting next week with Soulful Living Salon, we're going to be strictly on YouTube. So you want to make sure you're connected in there and get on there, and also hit the bell so you get notified, and hit like on this little video too if you're liking what you're seeing. So we'll see you guys soon. I'll be back here for spiritual chit chat next Tuesday. We're going to be talking about the solstice too. So I love you guys. Mwah. Stay sparkly.